fun event, but a serious subject. Talk a little bit about the Missing Children and what's been done.
Well, one of the things that we've pushed is to have, our web page as current as we can. Cindy was telling me a story. You want to share that story with them? About the SANE nurse?
Outreach and education, and one of the efforts that we have is to work with the SANE nurses.
Okay.
So that when they are intaking a patient, that they can look for some key signs for human trafficking or missing children.
Okay.
We're connecting them with their local resources as well as our state resources, so that when they see some of those signs, they can go to those resources and check to see if those particular people coming in are subject to human trafficking or missing children.
I missed the first part of it. Did you say school nurses?
SANE.
SANE is a term of art.
SANE nurses, okay.
So these are sexual assault nurses who've been
And where do
trained.
they work at?
They work out of hospital. So every hospital should have a sexual assault trained nurse or nurses on every shift. So when you get somebody who's been victimized, somebody raped, they come in. It's the same nurse that is basically gathering the evidence for the rape victim. So there's one incident. We've been trying to train as many of these nurses as possible to know what to look for in regard to missing children, for one thing. And we had a case. How long ago was the case? We just heard about it this morning. So this nurse was examining the woman, the young girl, and the woman. She noticed that the person with her was not related to her. So she got a little suspicious and went up online, and we're not sure whether she went to our database or maybe she went to Cleveland, Cuyahoga County. We're not sure because they have their own base as well. So anyway, she went up and saw that this child was missing, and then reported right away, and the child was found as a result of that. So the database is there. We keep it current. The pictures are there. Basic information are there. The key, I guess, is to getting the public to understand that database is there. And if they see a child who they think, for whatever reason, there's something suspicious about, what's happening to that child or who is with that child, if it doesn't look natural, they can go up online and check and see if they see that child. And so we really rely on the public to do that. And one of the messages for today, Monday will be Missing Children's Day, and one of our messages today is just to invite everyone, go up on our webpage, OhioAttorneyGeneral.gov, look at the missing children there, and if you see some child that looks like maybe he doesn't belong or she doesn't belong to the adult who's with them, go up online and check it out. And if it looks suspicious, you think it is suspicious, you see that picture, call the Ohio Attorney General's office.
What is is there a most common reason when a child is found or that they're found to be missing? Are they abducted? Are they taken by a parent? Are they human trafficking? Or?
Cindy, we have how many a year that for any brief period of time are missing? How many?
It's over 18,000.
18,000. The good news is, the vast majority of these kids are, they come back. Either they took off by themselves or they went with someone else that the parent didn't know about it, and so there's some misunderstanding. You also have kids who 15, 16, and they just run away from home. So the good news is most of them are returned within a very, very short period of time. The bad news is, this is when a child leaves at a young age, gets on a bus and goes somewhere, many times that child is victimized and becomes trafficked, a child who is trafficked. Where buses stop in major cities, sometimes there are human traffickers there. They're just looking for these kids to get off the bus, looking for these kids who don't look like they have any place to go. They befriend them. Sometimes a woman is befriending the young girl, but then she tries to turn her into a sex slave, basically. And so some of these stories, turn out very, very tragically. And we really, depend a lot on the public to help solve human trafficking. We depend on the public to help solve the missing children who are truly missing. I mean, we now have over 600. That's 600, Cindy?
610, sir.
610 as of this morning at 8:45. So those are in the database, and they're still active.
That are missing?
That are missing. Some of the newer ones we hope will be found quickly. You know, it's the key to finding a missing child is to do it quickly. If there is something bad that has happened to that child, you know, it's very important to recover that child very, very quickly. If too long a period goes on, it becomes much more difficult. Every day it becomes more difficult to locate the child.
You've been